Hello everyone, Key of W here with Islands of Insight. Just letting you know that this sculpture apparently has collision, even though there is nothing up here. Anyway, that was fun. Let's get started. Since we're in this area, I'm going to head back to the UNDERCLUED and Ascension Grids. I think I stopped here last time too, so... but it is another day, so reloading the game means we reload this. The fact that this is already done means we're on our final UNDERCLUED grids from the set, which makes me happy because these puzzles aren't very good. One tile remaining. I guess? Why? Why is that? Oh, because connect all light cells as well. So I was thinking the reason is that if this was a dark cell, we'd have light cells around it. And we have to connect light cells, so we couldn't have two dark cells here, even though this sees 3 cells. That's why. Tiles remaining. Exactly 1 symbol per light area, no black squares, connect all dark cells. That means this has to happen. Can't connect two to each other. Connect all dark cells. That's got to be a dark cell. That has to be a dark cell. A doesn't have to go anywhere, though. I don't think. There's 41... so many tiles. Just make a puzzle, then. Just make me do the full puzzle. Don't make an UNDERCLUED. Like, look how many tiles... might as well let me fill the whole thing out. I don't know. This is just... aggravating to deal with this shit. Let's see, what's the thing I gotta do next then? There's gotta be a light cell somewhere in here. It's not gonna come from the 2 or any of this. So it's gotta be one of these, or the D is the easiest thing to make the... like, yeah, but like, what if I did this? What would this do? I don't know. This is possible, so is that. Either one of these could be... How about down here? Nobody can get down here except these 3. Now this is not good enough. I need a white to get at least this far or this far. So I think the 4 has to be a straight line like this. Because if this is a dark cell, this is a dark cell, which means this has to be a light cell. What is it connected to? So this has to be a light cell right here. And it can't connect to either of those. It can't connect to anything here because it's going to accidentally connect to these. So it has to be connected to the 4. Which means there has to be a light cell here. This would solve a problem of squares in here. This would mean we need a light cell here. Right? If we had a light cell there, we'd have to block this off, put a light cell here. What's this connected to? Therefore, this is a dark cell. This is a light cell. That's got to be a light cell. What's it going to connect to? Probably the D. It could also be light here, but not totally sure yet. What after that? This 5 has to connect somewhere without touching any of these. This is the only way to make the 5 work. Connect dark cells means these have to go. No squares. Connect. This has to connect to something, either the A or the C. It's looking like it's going to be the A, as we have to connect all dark cells. Although it still could... nope, it can't come around this way, so I think it's going to be here. Which means I've done something wrong, because it's I have 0 tiles remaining, so something in here is incorrect, which is why I fucking hate this puzzle type, because, like, I'm solving the puzzle. What do you mean this is wrong? So I can do this and say, this tile should not be colored. Okay, then what is this connected to? Maybe down here. Okay, what else shouldn't be connected? This one should be black. Okay, that's the direction I should go. See how annoying that is? to go, oh, because it's underclued, you should actually be thinking about what only... Like, that stuff is only interesting in the tutorial areas when you're first learning puzzle rules. This is really annoying. I would rather just solve this puzzle. I see this puzzle here. It looks interesting. I've got interesting rules. I want to solve it. I don't want to do this bullshit. Like, the underclued grid should have shown up for about 2 enclaves and then never shown up again. That's how this game should have been designed. Connect all dark cells, connect all light cells. So that means no checkerboards. No squares either. So there's got to be a light cell in here somewhere. It could be this. Then we would have this situation here, which would force us to make these choices. Which doesn't feel right if this is a light cell. If this is a dark cell, though, then that doesn't tell us much. Well, this can't be a dark cell, because we'd have a thing. We'd have to do this. So, let's see what I... Light, dark. This is always a light cell. This is always a light cell. So these two always have to be light cells, which means this scenario is always true. Over here, do we have any similar sort of discoveries? I can also double check with this. Yeah, it's correct. Now let's look over here. So if this cell is a light cell, this cell is a dark cell. This cell is a light cell. What's that mean? So far, it doesn't mean anything. Well, this would, if it was dark here and dark here, we would also need it to be dark there, which would do this. But since that's not the case, this must be a light cell. Which means if this is a dark cell, it's fine. If this is a light cell, it's fine. If this is a dark cell, we'd have to make a dark cell there, which would make a dark cell here, which is not true. So this must be a light cell. Which means this is a light cell. Dark cell. Oh, this is always a dark cell? What's going on? Tile shouldn't be colored. All other progress is correct. Okay. Yeah, annoying. Annoying puzzles. They're just not fun. So it's good to know that they will be done after this. Completely done. This has to be the case. Okay, annoying. Good. Forever done with those. Let's do a fun puzzle now. No 4 in a row. Connect all dark cells. Well, there's got to be a dark cell somewhere in here. If it was here, then it would have to be there. Is it possible that this is a light cell? Well, if that was the case, if this is a light cell, we would need a dark cell here, because we have to connect all dark cells. And we would need to make sure that at least one of these is dark. No, we'd have a connect dark and light cells. You can't do this. So we would have to make it like this. Ah, we're in trouble there. So this can't be a light cell. That's got to be a dark cell. If this is light, we would need to do this. Ah, we have another checkerboard. So this is a dark cell as well. No 4 in a row means this is how we end things. No checkerboard. Don't know what that is yet. We can make squares, though. That is nice to know. This no checkerboards. We do have to do this here. What else do we gotta do? Let's see. If this is a dark cell, we'd have to make both of these light, which would make both of these dark. And that's dark, which makes that one dark. What else would this mean? Don't know. Huh. If this is light... Oh, we already know. If this is dark... No, it can't be dark. Hold on a second. Okay, if this were light, we'd be fine here. Where is something? If this is dark, we'd have to put a light cell here and there, which puts dark cells there. What if that's light? Dark cell has to escape, probably. Just trying to see what the next move should be, rather than taking a guess and just extrapolating, because that's no fun. I want to actually solve the puzzle how puzzle should be solved. Again, if I start with a light cell here, it does force me to put dark cells on either side, but it doesn't force any other moves. Right? Like, I can make squares just fine. If I put a dark cell here, for instance, though, I would have to make dark cells there. Actually, if there's a dark cell here, it would force a light cell there. So if a light cell is here, it doesn't force anything. All I know is dark cell here does force a few moves, but not many. This could be dark or light. Where else could I put a guess that would give me enough info to work with? Well, if either of these are dark, then both of these are. But if this is dark, it's still possible. It's not guaranteed either way. But if we have light cell here... I mean, maybe I pick a guess and go with it, because I don't see a logical step. I don't see what the logical step is. I see what the guess is and then work with the guess, but guess and check is not a fun way to solve puzzles. Well, if I made this a light cell, this would be dark, which would mean I'd have to do this there, or I'd have to bring it around here. Either way, the dark cell would have to escape this direction, and it would only connect like this, or it would go around. Right? That's something that would know if we put light cell down in that corner. Because it does have to escape. If I had it escape here, we would have to block these off. That's still, you see this still doesn't give me a thing like, oh, well then clearly the next step is this, and then this, and this. It's all guesswork. All of this is guesswork. What if this is a dark cell? What would that mean for this one? It doesn't mean anything for that one. If this was light, we would definitely need to put a dark cell here and there. Which would make that a dark cell. This could be either. We would do this or this. No, we'd have to do it this way. This would have to be the case. We would have something here. Which means we could do this. No, because no, we can't bring this out and around. Right? Yeah, we'd have to have the black cell here. Now, light cell could easily come around this way. No, we'd be in trouble, because if we block this off, how is the black cell getting out on that side? So we would need... Hold on. I'm not sure this is going to work either. That is not what I wanted to press. So I think that's the wrong... I think this is just a wrong move if I put a light cell here. I think it has to be a dark cell. Still means there could be dark cells down there, though. It doesn't tell me anything. But if it's light, we have to come up through here. Like, what if it came up this way? Would this give me anything? This can't be a dark cell. In this particular case, I have no idea if this is the right move. But now we need light cells. But we're trapped because we can't do anything. So I think if we put a light cell here, there's no solution. Maybe going this way? This can't be a dark cell, I don't think. Something like this could work. No, hold on, we have a checkerboard. We can't do that. So is this a dark cell then? And that's a dark cell? Like, is it this type of thing? It could be. We wouldn't want this. We'd want to be able to come up here, right? Like maybe around this way. This is a possible thing to do. We would need to fill these in. Like so. Like I can go this far. There, that's it. It felt like I was guessing at that one. It did not feel like I was solving a normal puzzle. Alright, how about this one? Connect all light cells, dark regions of area 3. Well, no matter what, this has to extend 2 spaces. Because there's no way to do this, because then we're always going to overload. So this has to extend 2 spaces at least, which does block this off. All dark regions of area 3. We could go down 1 or over 1. Connecting light cells. This is possible, or this is possible. Actually, hold on. If we had this go on, we'd overload. So that's got to be 3 black cells here. Connect light cells, like so. That's got to be like this. Oh. Connect light cells means they come through here, so it could be this or that. That's a light cell for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's got to connect there. These light cells do have to connect out, so hold on a second. Yeah, this would block us off. So it's here and there. That's got to be blocked. Ooh, this probably is it. No, that's not it. That's it. There. Interesting. I'm not doing all these. There's a lot of puzzles here, and I want to get to other areas, but I'll do a few of these. All dark areas have the same shape and size, so this has got to come through here, and they're all F shapes. So this isn't going to be it. This has to bend, because if it's the 3 across, there's no way to do it. So that's the bend here, I think. I think that's the shape. This is the only way to make the shape here. Or that. Don't know which one it is. If it's this, we'd have to have another one there. If it's here... Is there any way... I don't know which one it is here. So how do I guess going further? Is there any way this was a different shape? I don't think this could have possibly been a different shape. I think, whatever the case, this is a dark cell. So if this is a dark cell, here's a way to make it. Here's a way to make it. This must be a dark cell. I think this has to be a dark cell. This is a light cell. What's the shape? That's a dark cell. These both can't be. No, they can. No, they can't. So this would be a bad thing to do. So it would be this way. This is a weird one. That's how you do that. Okay. Now, in this area, we need some kind of thing, right? Like, this could work. This could work. Like, what am I supposed to be going for here, logically? What am I looking at? I'm just looking at these. How do you block in a shape 5? It's certainly not that. Like... That's not where that goes. So it's probably not that, but... No. It's like I just have to pick a shape and see what it does. This is not great. That won't be it. Like this, unfortunately, means I'd have to block if I just decided this was the shape here. This, for instance. Well, this is a problem then. So it's not this. Like, so I don't think that's it either. I'm guessing. See, I'm just guessing. I'm not making a decision logically, but if you look at this, how are you supposed to logically work this out? Without just going, well, let's try putting the shape there and see what happens. Like, obviously that's not going to be it. This won't be it either, because then we would need a shape up there. This isn't it. This probably is not it, because we would need to block these. No, that's probably fine. There it is. That's how you do it. See, I just guessed until I got it. It doesn't really feel like a puzzle. Yeah, that was a really hit or miss area, and in fact, it was all misses. It's just not a single good one I did up there. So let's do one of these, because it'll be a lot more fun. Suppose if I do enough of the puzzles in this area, I'll start seeing the puzzle radars that I would love so very, very much. There you go. Don't make that pattern, so obviously we gotta do this. We gotta block these. No dominoes of black, but no 3 in a row of white. Which means that the only possible way to do this is this pattern here. No? Okay. Maybe it's this. Then we're good. No. That can't be it either. Then it's here. It's checkerboard at that point, and then it's this. Alright, well this move is going to happen, but not sooner rather than later. Not totally sure. this move's got to go, and then... Okay. Easy enough. Complete the pattern. Is it just kind of moving up here? Like this? Yeah. Got a couple sightseers. Hopefully we can figure out where these are. That seems to be looking at... Wait, hold on. The building I'm looking at? That one up there? Yeah, it looks like I'm here somewhere. Nice. Let's grab this one too. Get a few sightseers out of the way. Sightseers, I'd say, kind of go in the middle tier. I think I gotta be up higher on this. They can be really interesting, but sometimes they just are tedious because it just depends on how many landmarks are in the thing. You're just testing how well do you know the landmarks of the area. And if the picture doesn't have a lot of landmarks, it does feel like you're just wandering around till you magically get it. There we go, that one's fine. So far the two I've gotten here have been good because I've been able to look at it and know where I'm supposed to go. This will be interesting because I want to be on top of these pillars here. Maybe not this high. Alright, let's start by looking down. There. And the last one that was over here. 4 sightseers in a row. There it is. That's going to be on one of these ducts. I think it's going to be on the one over here looking over this way. I gotta be more like there. Alright, what's with this flow orbs? 6 flow orbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 6th one? Oh, it's down there. So I think I want to start here maybe, and then go through... Frick, messed that up. But I got the gold time, and that's all that matters. I don't care about anything else right now. But that. What is happening here? That was just a circle. We just went in a circle there, buddy. Letters gotta be sorted, so we gotta start there. Gotta start there. Okay. I think this one's just gonna kind of solve itself now. Got another archway. Thank you. Oh. Can't go any faster. There we go. Okay, so these are not all... This is all one big piece. See, this is one big piece. I think we want to make that shape. Right? So that big piece, like so, and then the rest is white. And a little bit more this way. And now we got a bunch of red boxes. Where are the green ones? There's a green one for this. For you. That's not it. Oh, another. Gotta be up here? Yeah. These boxes are all red. Not my favorite right now. I gotta be back over this direction. So I'm looking at which waterfall? This one? Yes. Nice. Or don't make 3 in a row. Don't make 3 in a row. Those can't connect. The 4 has to at least go that far. Don't make 3 in a row. Don't make 3 in a row with 5 is going to be interesting. I think this is the only way to do that. Cool. Neat puzzle. Liked that one. Those are done. Where's this go? Got a couple logic grids I can jump in to do. These would be 10, and that's not going to go through there no matter what. That's going to go there. No squares. I think that just means that's too far. I could go... that's how it's done. Neat. That one actually baited me a little bit. That's nice. I like that. Oh. No squares, connect all dark and light cells. So connecting all cells means I gotta watch out for the checkerboards. This gotta go. This gotta go around this way. No squares. No checkerboards. No checkerboards, no squares. There we are. I think these are gonna have to all connect. These are gonna definitely connect. No squares there. We gotta come up around this way. Yep. Cool puzzle. Well done. Alright, that can't connect. Area numbers. All I gotta worry about is area numbers? Okay. How about you? Where do you go? Where's your friend? I see a different guy. Hold on. I'm interested in someone else now. Sorry. Where are we going, buddy? Basically around in a big old circle. What's that one? That's not that. Okay. It is not there either, but these two go together. That goes here. Haven't I done one already like this? I think we're gonna have this happening. Yeah. Dark regions of area 3, so that's gotta be light. Light regions of area 4, so that has to be dark. That's gotta be dark. Those can't connect each other. There we go. So is it here? No. It's that. Did I see like a thing on the wall? No. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Those are both green. This looks kind of easy. That was this color over there. That's a little bit too easy. Hey, let's hit another one of these sightseers. So that's going to be looking at this pillar, maybe? But I would be looking at it this direction, I think. Looking down at it here? No, I'd be like, be more like here. Okay. Bunch of green boxes all right next to each other. There was a green box down here. Those are different. Don't see anything. None of those match. Ah. Cube. Ah. Stuck. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. No. That goes here. Aha! So this pairing must be somewhere else. Where is it? Whatever. Here we go. Oops, wrong button. Those can't connect. Those can't connect. Those can't connect. All we have to do is sort the letter types. Well, I think A is just going to be on the edge. There's no reason to not worry about this. B. B's probably going to go around the back. No, because we have to connect C. So B might go... Can't go through there. What's B going to go through? B's going to go around this way. And then C and D will connect here. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. Looking for the red. This is red, but it is not that symbol there. That was annoying. Rings. Rings. Let's hit some lost grids since that's where we are. Ooh, some difficult ones. Let's grab this 3-star. Shall we? Exactly one symbol per dark area. And then we got galaxies. Oh, damn. Well, they can't. This can't be a dark symbol because we can only have 2. So these have to both be light. So we could have this. We could have that. Let's see. Here we gotta have 4, 5, 3. This is possible, but this is not. This is possible. What's the other one connected to? If I had one here, for instance, what is this connected to? Not there, not there, not there. So that's got to be light. Same with this. These can't be anything. So it's going to be probably here. Or it could be this. Or it could be this. Oh, no, no. If it's here... Yeah, we'd have to... So this has got to be light as well. So it could be that or this. Either one is fine. In which case, this can't connect to anything. So that's light. These could all be dark. If we wanted to. How about this? Could this connect anywhere? Not to that one. It's not going to connect there either. So that's light. This could not possibly connect to anything. So that's light. This is fine though. This could... This is probably light as well. Those are probably all light. I could do this. That would fill this requirement. If this were dark, we could still make it work. We got to make 6 of them work here. Out of 8. There can only be 2 light cells here. So if this were the one of the dark cells... This would be a problem. So I think we have to do it this way. And then have this connect like so. Yeah, I think that's that. We could bring these down further maybe, but I'm not sure. I think that's the only way to do this. That's got to be light now, so it's not here. How do I get 5 in here? I can get 4 by doing this, and I can get 1 more piece, maybe. But it's not going to be connected to that, so it will be connected here. It could be like this, because that would satisfy both of these simultaneously. And then... This is fine. Then to get 5 here, we do it this way, and then we connect here. And we have 4, and we have 2, and we have 3. Okay, we're good. That's it. That's the way. That one's good. Don't know why that one wasn't in the game. Or at least the original before this mod was added. Oh dear. Oh dear. So the furthest this 12 can go over. Any other rules? No 4 in a row dark and connect all dark. So the furthest this can go over is 7 spaces, right? In which case it would need to go this far. So that is guaranteed. Now we got 6. We can go 1, 2, 3 more, and then we'd have to go that far. Right? I think this is the max. Hold on. This is guaranteed. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we have to go this far. The 10 cannot go to the 7. That's as far as the 10 go here. That's 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a guarantee. Oh, we can only go that far down here, so we've got 8. Yeah, this is the 10. The 6 is almost done. This would have to be a dark cell, which means that's a light cell. Am I doing this right? I don't know if I'm doing this right. This has to be like so. The 3 is already done. We can't have 4 in a row anywhere. That can't connect there, so that's done. That's done. Can't have 4 in a row. This feels weird. Like, it is a puzzle, but it's just set up in such a way where it just feels like like it's a troll puzzle. That can't be. That's got to be dark cell. That could be a light cell, though. 2, 3, 4, 5. I could make this a dark cell, no problem. That's got to be a dark cell. This 9... can only go 1 more space this way. So this is done. Because we have to make... Yeah. One of these 2 is light. It's got to be this one. Makes that a dark cell. That's got to be a light cell now. And we've all got to be light cells here. Connect all dark cells. Right? Yeah, that's got to be there. So that means this is the escape for the dark cells here. This is weird. It's cool, but it's weird. We've got 3, we've got 5. Connect all dark cells means these are the 3. We've got 3 down here. I think we're going to connect through this direction. I'm not 100% sure. 6 on this side, 5 here, 3 here. But they could be there. We're not sure. Wait, hold on. That's got to be a light cell. I think this is the only way to make this 8 work, because any further in it's going to overload the 5 or the 4. So the 5's done. That's going to be a light cell. This has to be, so there you go. The 5 is complete here. The 7's complete. The 4 is complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is now complete. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more of these. Probably this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's done. This is okay. That's also okay. It can't both be that. Actually, this black can't go up through this direction. It has to go through this way, which means it does have to be this. That's got to be complete. There we go. That's a fun one. Weird, but fun. Do I dare do a 4-star puzzle? I dare. Don't make squares. Area numbers. What? This looks like 2 puzzles that are slightly offset, and that offset is going to make the difference, isn't it? And since I can't make black squares, so this feels like I have to start off by guessing? I think whatever color this is going to equal this one as well. So if this were black, for instance, it would either be here or there, but it wouldn't be this. Right? Or how about here? This would have to go there. If this were a dark cell, we would have to do this and one of these two, which would make this a light cell. Now, if this were a dark cell... What if this is a dark cell? How do you make this work? Like this works, right? I don't know if this can be a dark cell, because how would I connect it without? Start circling around this 12. Like, how do I do that? What about this? What about this 3? If I do this, we'd have to fill these in. What if the 12... no, because if this is 12... Well, these would then have to be light squares. What if that's it? That's got to be 12 now. That's how you do this one. Okay. Let's take this 3. What if this 3 has to connect here? So what if it's light? If we make this light, we definitely have to do here. This would have to be a light one. Oh. Okay. There. That's how you do it. That was an interesting puzzle. It was not as hard as I thought it would be. Don't make that... Okay. So snake pattern for white. Oh, no, they're not all connected, though. All dark regions of area 5, light regions of area 6. So this is going to connect here. This can't be light, because then how is this going to connect? So that's dark. Dark regions of area 5, but there's no restrictions on it. There's no way this is light, because then we have a problem. That's also dark. There we go. Light regions of area 6, so it's... That is how we do it. That can't be there. That can't be there. That can't be there. So this is correct. That can't be there. This can't be there. So we have one of those two. Which one? If it's here... I don't know. If it's here... Well, then we would have to have a dark cell there. So no matter what, this is a dark cell. That's okay. This is okay. Oh, no, 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 no. If we have a light cell here, we're in trouble. So that's dark. Those are light. Which means those are dark, which means that's a light cell. Is there any way that's a dark cell? No, that's a light cell. Is there any way that's a dark cell? No, that's a light cell. This is a dark cell. That's a light cell. That's fine. No, no, it's not, because we can't block it off. We do have to do it this way. We have to do this. And we go. Interesting. That's just a quirky little puzzle. I like it. Okay, 3 light cells this way, 3 this way, 5 light cells this way. Well, they can't connect here, so they gotta all be connected. I've got to make 4 more? Well, if I do this, I have to do it this way. Connect all dark cells? Okay, hold on a second. So these are... I need 4 more light cells. I could do this. Well, if it was this, we'd be in trouble. So that's light, which means this is the dark cell, so these are all light. Okay, that's fine so far. That's got to be light. Can't connect to that, so we have to do it this way. That's fine. Yeah, it's got to be this way. Connecting dark cells does mean we're doing this. These have to connect out. That can't be there. That's that. No squares, huh? Okay, that was cool. How about this guy? I guess these have to be black, or can it be... What? This is bizarre. This is super bizarre. All dark areas have same shape and size. Well, if I do this, they all have to be... this. This has to happen. What the? This is new. Well, if I did this, we would have to make all of these... Right? Like... Alright, well, suppose we had white cells here. Then what do we do with the dark cells? Now, we'd have to do this. Fine there. Looks like we just got doubles here. This is fine. No, it's not, because we need something up there. I don't know what I'm doing. What is this? All dark areas of the same shape and size. So maybe this connects like so, which has to do this. But then I don't know where to go from there. I think that would have to be a light cell. We could do it again, and again here. Hold on a second. Like this. This works. Okay. That was bizarre. How about you? No two light areas have same shape and size. Okay, so that means these have to all be dark. We have the diamond here, so we can't have it there. Or the single. That's got to be there. Okay. What if it's this way? No, we can't do that. So I guess we do have to do this. Another weird one. How about the music grid? What's this like today? Okay. You got any... I'm not doing a 5-star puzzle right now, thank you. Tiles remaining. What? A pattern grid with underclued? What the hell does that mean? Does that... Because, like, normally you just have to complete the pattern. No. Well, I guess if it's a square like this, how would you make the square so it doesn't intersect here? It would be like this. It's the only way. I guess. What? Sorry, these rules don't go together well. What do you mean underclued? Why isn't it just complete the pattern? Right? Like, why don't I just complete a pattern here? Or is it just that this also works? So is it this? That's really stupid. Just complete the pattern? What the hell is going on? What? What? Oh, this one. I didn't solve this one last time. Well, here we go. Here's a way we can cheat. So I don't know why this is correct, though. What are we doing with this? I don't get it. Chess battle advanced. Alright, GDRR HFCQQ. Maybe? Chess. Okay, this is a troll puzzle. Like, the joke is I'm supposed to know what the letter is. Because, like, you're not going to know, there's no way to glean the pattern. You have to know. So QRS could be going backwards in the alphabet, maybe. But then it would be this. B, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A, C, D, right? Like, it's going backwards in the alphabet. But how do I say the B? That's how you do a B? Okay, we just have to guess how to write it. I hate that. That's not a good puzzle. Like, good troll puzzle, everyone. It's chess battle advanced. Well done. I don't know what I'm doing out here. I should probably stop. I got stuff to do. In real life. But, hey. While we're at it. This is just a labyrinth. Just find the one path to the end. Looks like it's just, yeah, find the one path to the end. And that's that. Hey, level up. We get the Electrum Aegis of the Sages, which I'm pretty sure we can't wear. Yeah, we don't get to wear the Aegis of the Sages. This is going to happen at some point. What about you? Oh, I need to get 4? Yeah, there we go. Gotta break these somehow. Sure, I guess that's the way to do that one. Easy peasy. Probably quit while I'm ahead, huh? Not find. Ooh, as I said, I'm not finding anything over here. There's a lot of puzzles I've already done in this area because I've done about close to 40% of this area now. I don't know. It's been a large amount. But I like puzzle solving, so I'm gonna keep doing it. It's a weird place to put a leitmotif, but okay. That's gotta happen. This has to happen. This gotta happen, then here, and then we lose instantly. Hold on, let's start with... So I know that we're doing this. Let's start here, and now we can finish off the puzzle. Alright, now we're back where we started over here. Sort of. Wrong target. You're the wrong target. What's over here? It's a cube? That's a cube. Nope. All right. A lot of wandering echoes right now. There's a lot of wandering echoes right in this area. There's one right here too. There's a couple back. I passed doing these other ones. Okay, where was that one I passed? It was over this way. And there was an arch. And then one over this way that I missed from before. There. I also see a bubble. This is going to be an ethereal sky drop. We haven't seen one of those in a few episodes. Alright, where do we stand for this one? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good enough spot to end things. Well done, everyone. I'm going to take a break from puzzle solving now. Yay! That was, it didn't start out as fun as it ended up being, so there's that. Thanks everyone for watching. I will be back to solve more puzzles later, I guess. Bye.